The question I have the most often is, do we need to invest in real estate? Is it the right time to do it? How can we make our money? Is it good to start with a renting? How can I best leverage my money? They are all great questions. This is a question I'm going to answer today. I am Benedicte Jersey, realtor with eXp Realty. I'm going to talk about the 5 ways to make money and build real estate wealth. The cash flow is the first way you are going to make money with your property. You buy a property and you rent it out to a tenant or to guests if you do short-term rentals. Let's say that you receive $1,500 a month as rent and income from this property. At the same time, you need to pay your mortgage and you need to pay your property tax and other expenses that are only for the owners. You have $1,500 coming in and $1,000 going out. The difference is what we call the cash flow. The $500 per month that you will get from your property is directly into your pocket, which means you have created a passive income stream. Number 2, equity. What is it? The equity is what will be directly in your pocket when you sell the property. If today you sell your property, the equity you have on that property is a check that you will get directly from the escrow company. There is 2 ways to build equity. This is the first way to create equities. When you buy, let's say the property is $500,000 and you buy it only for $400 because there are a lot of renovation to do and the sellers doesn't want to take care of it. You do the renovation work yourself, or you get somebody to do it, let's say for $30,000. You sell it on the market, or it's worth on the market $500,000 because it's turnkey and it's beautiful now that you have remodeled it. You have created $70,000 of equity. The other way to create equity is over the time. The tenant is paying rent every month and you pay with this money, you pay out the mortgage. So you build equity that way. It's not the money that you have to put yourself on it. The tenant will give it to you to give it to the bank, but nevertheless, at the end of the day, the equity is yours because you are the owner. If you have any questions for those concepts that may or may not be familiar for you, feel free to drop a comment and I will be happy to explain or to come back to you. The third way to make money when you invest in real estate is what we call appreciation. Appreciation is the fact that real estate will appreciate over the time. It means that if I buy a house today at $100,000, then in 5 years, 10 years, I will be able to sell it for $150,000 or for $200,000. In that case, it means that the difference between the money I have put to get it at the beginning and the money I have because I sell it at the end, the difference is what we call the appreciation. If we look at the Federal Reserve Bank of St. Louis and the median price in the US since 1963, we notice that every 20 years we double the appreciation. Whatever you buy on the market will be more or less double the price. So number 4 ways to increase your return of investment with real estate is tax advantages. Usually people love this one. I really wonder why. You don't like to pay taxes? No, I'm kidding. Me neither. Anytime we can do tax benefits, this is a good thing. So there are 3 ways actually with real estate to have tax advantages. The first one, because you are renting the property when you do real estate investment, it means that any cost of owning, operating, or managing the properties are tax deductible. So number 2 is the same idea. It's called depreciation. As you are buying a property as an investment, the government is willing to thank you for that because you are creating housing. Its way to thank you is to say that you will have for residentials 27 years and a half and for commercials 39 years of depreciations. Every year you will be able to deduct 100,000 divided by 27 and a half years. years. You will deduct this amount as called as depreciation. The third tax advantage that you have when you do real estate is actually what we call the deferred capital gain. Remember, the capital gain is when you have appreciation, so you sell your property at a higher price than the price that you bought it. This is what we call the 1031 exchange. You may have heard about it. Tell me in the comment if you're interested by this topic, and I will do a video soon about it. The last but not least advantages to invest in real estate is to leverage your money. You get advantages and you get income stream and you make money on money that you don't have. That's cool. That's the part I prefer. We are still with our house for $500,000. I put a down payment for $100,000 and the bank put the other $400,000. The bank has put more money than me on that. So actually, I would consider that the bank is really the owner. Nevertheless, legally, I am the owner. So I have put $100,000 in a house that is worth $500,000. I rent it out. I've got the mortgage. I've got the tax benefits about it. When I go to visit, this is my travel cost that I can deduct about it. I am the one to make money with this property, but I didn't put the money on it. I don't even have the money on it. I only have the down payment. And the bank has given me the rest. Obviously, you don't get the same kind of rentals if you rent a house of $500,000 than if you rent a house of $100,000. I only have $100K in my bank account, Benedicte. Okay, so the bank will lend you the rest, and so you can still enjoy the passive income stream for rent from a house of $500,000. This is the leverage. Do you know any other investment where you can do that? Can the bank really lend you money, borrow you money to buy some stocks? Maybe, but in very, 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 very special cases. Real estate is open to everybody, even if you don't have so much passive, even if it is your first time because you don't own a primary home yet and you want to do a rental, the bank will lend you money. But to buy stocks, they won't. Anyway, with a recession coming, you better buy in physical assets. I hope that you have enjoyed this video. Leave me a comment below if there is any topic that you want to discuss and you absolutely want to talk about it. I will be happy to add it in a new video. Invest with confidence.